morning, everyone. I am Melanie Uxman with the Lansing Journal. If you have ever been stuck in eastbound traffic on Thornton-Lansing Road, maybe you took the frontage road south and connected with Dorchester and took that to 182nd Place, which is Ridge Road, and maybe as you were sitting here at the stop sign, you caught a glimpse of something in this yard behind me, and you wondered what in the world was going on. I'm here to tell you, your eyes are not failing you. Yes, there are 3 large hairy birds in this yard. They are emus, and they live here under the care of John Whitfoot, who was Lansing's animal control officer for 30 years. Now, I think it's hilarious that Lansing has 3 emus living here, and it seemed like something that the Lansing Journal should find out more about. So I called John Whitfoot and asked if we could come over here, and he was gracious enough to let us shoot this week's video of his emus. So let's go see what we can find out. Let's go meet the emus. It's feeding time for the emus, so John Whitfoot here is feeding them. John, what are you feeding them?
Dog food.
Dog food.
Dried dog food.
And how did you find out that emus eat dog food?
Well, they need protein.
Okay. Do they require a certain brand, or they're not picky?
As long as it's dog food.
And do you have to come out here and feed them, or do you leave the food out sometimes and they...
No, usually I throw it down.
Okay.
They'll,
A couple scoops a day?
yeah, a couple scoops a day.
So, of course, the question I have is, I don't know if this is a top secret, confidential animal control thing, but can you tell us how you got 3 emus?
I bought them, a pair of them, about 25 years ago, and the pair is still here, and they hatched one out.
Oh, really? And where do you buy an emu?
I bought these out of Indiana.
So you woke up one morning and said, you know, our farm really needs some emus.
Exactly. Why? I don't know.
Okay. And have they been everything that you hoped they would be?
Pretty much.
So they don't seem like they have a purpose. Like, they're not work animals, they're not doing anything.
They do nothing but eat and walk in the pasture.
Does that help aerate the soil or anything?
Nope.
So they're kind of like living lawn ornaments.
Right. That's about exactly what you're right.
And you got them 25 years ago.
Yeah, 25 to 30, somewhere in there.
So they live a long time. Do you know how old they were when you got them?
They were about 3 years old.
Okay. Did they get bigger, or are they full grown at 3?
No, they get bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was the female, and one of these was the original male.
Right.
And then they had
Yep.
a boy.
Yeah. Yep.
And you were telling me once about the eggs that they lay. Is it turquoise?
It's turquoise. Emerald. Yeah. Deep, real deep green.
Okay.
They're probably the size of softball.
Oh.
Maybe a little smaller, but pretty close to that size.
How often do they lay eggs?
Once a year.
Really?
And they lay, being they're out of Australia, their seasons are different.
Oh.
So she lays eggs in about January or February. And if we let them set on them, the male sets on the eggs. And he sets for 53 days.
You've seen this happen here. This is all stuff you learned after
Several
you bought
times,
emus.
Yeah, right.
So how many eggs are laid at once?
Well, now they're probably laying 4 or 5 a year. When I first got them, when they were young, they laid up to about 10 or 12.
Oh. But you haven't had any more baby emus
No.
hatch?
No.
Is that because
I really don't want any.
So are you taking the eggs then so that they won't hatch?
We
Okay.
take the eggs, yeah. And there's quite a few people really want the eggs because they use them, they carve them.
Oh.
They're very pretty because they got that emerald color on the outside, and the lining in the inside is pink.
Oh.
So they carve them with designs on them.
Have you eaten an emu egg?
No, I haven't. If you want one sometime, I'll give you one if you want to try it.
Probably feed a whole family, right?
Have a big omelet, that's for sure.
You said people come around here all the time just to look at the emus, and you don't mind when people. Looks like you have a little parking space set
Yeah,
up
we
for
made
them.
a little parking place for them, just so they don't try to reach over the fence.
Okay. Has anybody been hurt?
Nope, not as long as we had them. Yeah, and they originally, when they first started bringing them in, they used them for meat because they're red meat with no cholesterol. Is what they tell me. I don't know.
Hi.
I think you ought to take him home. It looks like he wants to go home with him.
So typically they don't make any noise
No noise.
because they can't, or they just
No.
don't.
The only noise that they make is one's a thump.
Like with their feet?
No, out of their chest.
Oh.
And one's like a thunder. And I forgot which one is which. Male or female.
Okay. So that's not just these emus. All emus make that noise. Okay. Have you given them names?
No. You can name them if you want.
Well, John, thank you for having us over here to Emuville.
Not a problem.
I learned some things. I got to meet these famous
And
Lansing
you can name
birds.
them if you want.
All right, maybe the Lansing Journal could have a naming contest.
There you go. Whatever you
Name John's emus.
do. Probably not.
So thanks for watching this week, and we will see you next week.